Libra, what's going on with you? I hope you guys are doing lovely. This is going to be a weekly reading for you guys from the 25th through the 31st. We are nearing, well, we're still ways away from your birthday, but
The end of the month is here, ladies and gents. It's baffling how swiftly time flies. Anyways, this is a general
love reading, okay? So let's tune into what's going on for you, what you guys are dealing with. I'm going to try to get you guys clarity and guidance here in regards to your situation, and we're going to see what you want and how it is that you can get it, and if it's even worth investing into whatever you got going on. So let's get it. What's going on with the Libran individuals during this time? What's going on here with the Libran individuals during this time? All right, let's see. What are you guys dealing with internally? The Page of Cups. Why am I getting this sort of makeup energy? Kind of like there's a disappointment in a situation. Things are not, happy-go-lucky, if you will. And someone here is wanting to open up towards bringing a positive shift into a situation. This could be an apology. This could be you expressing yourself. This could be some message that's coming towards you. But it's definitely got this feel of mending, of seeking balance. All right. Tell me more. What's going on here with Libra? Death. You see, I'm telling you, there's some sort of transformation. We got the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So clarifying the death, I'm telling you, I'm getting this Scorpio energy, this plutonic energy of transformation. Clearly, something here needs to morph. Something here needs to shift. Something here needs to change for the better. All right? Tell me more. What's going on here with Libra? The Five of Cups. So this is, feelings of grievance, of sadness, of disappointment. You guys aren't, the most exuberant this week, I must say. Let's get to the bottom of the line. Let's see what's going on. What is this Page of Cups? Is this Libra coming forward wanting to communicate? No, this is an element of reciprocity. You could be coming forward, but I'm not getting a lot of initiative energy or initiatory energy. So you could be reciprocating with someone, okay? You could be responding to someone. But there is communion, all right? There is some sort of connection here. Okay, tell me more about this. The King of Wands could be dealing with a fire sign. This is the individual that you are in conflict with. So you and this person are not seeing eye to eye, but again, it could be a Sagittarius. I'm getting the sense of this, reconciliation, or at least an attempt of a reconciliation. Wow. The defeat that ensued here between you guys is absolutely overt. And you know what? It's looking better, I must say. It does have an energy of progress, but we cannot negate the battle, the conflict, the defeat that ensued here between you guys. And I feel that neither you or this person has really shaken off what's happened. All right, I feel that there still needs to be work to really come into a different spot. What's with the death energy? Why is death here? The King of Pentacles. Now we got three people on board. And the Seven of Coins. How does this relate to Libra? The Eight of Coins. All right, Libra. So this is you. Okay, I feel you want to invest into a situation. I feel like you want to grow a situation. You want to expand a situation. Okay, you want to continue to invest into something. But I do get a lot of contemplative energy. So even if you are interacting with this individual, there's a sense of more so thinking. Okay, I feel that significant action on your end has yet to ensue, but I feel that you do want to take some significant action. All right, the Chariot, just clarifying that. So the Chariot is all about moving with a sense of purpose. All right, this is Cancerian energy. Now, what's going on here with the Five of Cups? Why is the Five of Cups here? The Judgment. This is a shift in perspective. Wonderful. So from a situation that looked absolutely defeated, a situation that might have been consuming you negatively, right? Because we could get consumed positively. I'm going to consume you and I'm going to devour you is more like it. Nevertheless, you were being consumed negatively, ladies and gents. And what I'm saying here is that, that's shifting. That's changing. There's a perspective here that you seem to be attaining within yourself, and it's putting you in a much better place, in a much more grounded place, in a much more powerful place. Not to say that you are now living on top of the world. No, I still see you a bit silent, and your love life does seem a bit cold. All right? However, things are looking brighter. What's with the Judgment for Libra? What's with the Judgment? So through this state of isolation or separation, whatever happened here, you had a lot of time to think. I feel like you went into a state where you were licking your wounds. And, in this process of you mending individually, alone, you've come to a point where you've somewhat relinquished the pressure that's been on your shoulders regarding the situation. So there's this, a sense of subsiding the pressure. Whoa. Subsiding the pressure of what you got going on. All right. Subsiding the pressure of what you got going on. All right. So let's see. So what's going on with the person that you're dealing with, Libra? Whomever it is that you are dealing with, what is this individual's energy towards you? Two of Cups wanted to come out. Whomever it is that Libra is dealing with, what is this person's energy? So they're very defeated as well here with the Five of Swords. They're quite discombobulated. They feel a bit scattered, this individual. They're hurt. The Ace of Wands. It's that King of Wands energy that we were looking at earlier. Nevertheless, this individual seems to be quite, what's the word? Compelled to do something about it. That's so interesting. We got the Five of Cups here. That's exactly where it was in your position. So what I'm getting here, Libra, is that both you and this individual are compelled to do something about your situation. Both of you want to turn the situation around. Both of you want to basically have some sort of new beginning is what I'm getting here with this Ace. All right. That's so interesting. Both of you guys are getting very similar energy. You had this Eight of Coins in the same position as well. So what I'm getting, Libra, is that, like I mentioned early on in this reading, there's a reconciliation taking place, okay? And all a reconciliation entails is putting in work to mend, to make things right again. Now, right doesn't guarantee unity or commitment or even a relationship. It just means there will be a sense of cohesion between you and your person, a sense of peace or a sense of coming together and seeing eye to eye in a certain particular matter. What's with this Five? The Devil. Damn, this person, what's the current status here on this attachment? They're holding on to this. Whatever defeat ensued here between you and this individual, we got the Four of Coins. All right. This defeat is something that is still, the defeat has got your person wrapped in its fingertips, all right? That's what I'm seeing here. However, what's with all this energy of the Knight of, where's this coming from? There's a sense of inspiration, the Three of Swords. There's a sense of inspiration coming from your person to take action towards you and bring change into this. We got the Death once again. But what's going on here? What's compelling this individual? The Queen of Coins. I'm getting this real curious energy. We got the Emperor. All right, tell me more. The Ace of Swords. This individual simply wants to have a new beginning, and I feel like there's a real masculine vibe coming from this person. All right, I feel that they're taking initiative here and they're coming forward to communicate with you. And what is it that they're going to communicate? What's this person's motive? Got the Seven of Wands, okay, and the Two of Swords. So what are they going to communicate? It's kind of a bit harsh, to be honest. I'm going to say that the person that you're dealing with is definitely, either reciprocating, engaging with you. You guys are definitely communicating or definitely engaging with one another. But the energy from this individual feels quite frictional. So you may get into a bit of a intense conversation with this person. This individual feels as if they want to let off some fucking steam. They got some pressure. They got a lot of repressed feelings, a lot of emotional hurt that they've been bottling up, ladies and gents. And how do they see you? They see you wounded and guarded as well. They see you wounded and guarded. So this individual also seems guarded, I must tell you. What's with the Five of Cups? The Five of Cups, you see this individual still has not recovered from the situation, and unlike you, that you're having a complete shift of perspective regarding the situation that is compelling you towards goodness in this matter. This individual is still very much anchored in the negativity and is very emotionally detached. Yet, they seem to be coming forward. Or at least thinking about it. Thinking about coming forward. Not sure if they're going to be coming forward this week, ladies and gents, because we got the Devil energy here, all right, and we got the Hangman, two major arcanas that speak of restriction. All right. But there's also a significant energy of motion coming forward. So it's one of those things where it's energy in motion. Yet, if there is resistance to it, it's only going to build tension. All right. And this will eventually lead to an eruption. Let's see. What is your advice in this situation? What is your advice, Libra? What is your advice in this matter? What is your advice? Let's see. We got the Ten of Wands. Okay. We got the King of Wands. All right. And we got the Six of Cups. All right. So, buddy, your advice here, you got a history with this individual. All right. You're still very much attached to this. Both of you guys are very much attached to one another. Got the Devil and the Four of Coins, the Six of Cups, a lot of nostalgia. All right, this individual here. Look, this advice is more so clarity on your person's energy. And I feel that they themselves are still very much hindered and attached to whatever happened here in the past between you guys, whatever that may have been. And how is this advice? How is this? Maybe you need to understand this about this person. So what is Libra's advice? The Six of Coins. The Six of Wands. So Libra, look, something happened between you and your person that led to this separation, to this isolation. Your person is still very much in this state of grievance and still dealing with a lot of emotional negativity. They're very burdened by the situation. They're having a hard time releasing this. Yet they miss you tremendously. They're very nostalgic, very reminiscent about you. I feel like you guys are going to have an opportunity to reconnect, whether you're initiating it or they are. It's happening. And what I'm also noting, or rather your advice, is to actually come forward with an element of confidence, exhibiting, the confidence in turning the situation around, but also giving this individual some sort of recognition that they deserve. I'm not sure if you belittled them, if you made them feel like shit, or maybe you closed the door on this individual. Not sure what's with this element of validation that I'm getting, but it's kind of like there's a sense, your advice is to project some sort of attention, all right, with an element of confidence when it comes to turning this situation around. So it's really, in simplest terms, it's saying approach this new beginning with an element of confidence. Ace of Coins, you see that? With an element of confidence here. With an element of certainty. Literally. No Two of Swords, no scent, no energy of like, I'm fucking in between two minds. Fuck that. The universe doesn't respond to that shit, all right? The universe is going to align with what it is that you deeply resonate with. So your advice is to deeply resonate with where you find victory so that you can open up this chapter accordingly. All right? That is what I'm seeing here, ladies and gents. It's kind of like one of those situations. You don't go into battle with a loss in mind. You go into battle with victory in mind. And best believe that's going to play a significant role in the outcome of the war, figuratively speaking. Libra, I'm going to go ahead and continue this in the extended, where I'm going to be expanding on your person. All right, their actions towards you this week from the 25th through the 31st. I want to look into this individual's blockage because they got a lot of blockage. They got a lot of, I feel like, resentment. There's something here holding this individual in this low vibration. But one thing that I also know is that they're being held to this relationship with you because they do love you. They do have some tremendous feelings towards you. So I'm going to be looking into their blockage. I'm going to be looking into their feelings. I'm going to be looking into their actions. And I'm going to be looking into the near future of what's going to unfold for you guys. If you're interested in the extended, the link is in the description. If you want access to all the extended readings because you guys cross-watch, take a look at the second link. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.